We had to come back it, come back it. We had to come back it.
One liner. Outlaw.
If I call me Mike Tyson, come back it, there you fi take it angle. Gentile a one boy you can't find no. Yo, Jal, I come here to fuck me and come back in. Bounce for them and some bounce back quick. But I can't count me out to no rank like this. I don't know Gentile full of style like this. Tell them we have to come back in. Run go and find
You
them.
know a thing, yours truly. Gentile the Outlaw, you know what I mean? But they are the underground headquarters. Represent Ikons radio station, right? But, we'll say, Outlaw mental.
We got a special guest in the building. Gentile is here. What up, Gentile?
Yes, man, it's a pleasure to
How you
be
doing,
here.
man?
I'm here.
Okay, so real quick, I know we met a few weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? You performed with Respect the Underground.
Correct.
And, you know what I mean? Right away, Justice was like, yo, you gonna like this one? You know what I mean? Because it was a long night. We had a long night. You know, it was one of those nights.
I remember that actually.
It was one of those nights, and then he was like, "Yo, I got you, plays. Trust me." You know what I'm saying? He goes on stage and he does his thing, man. Nothing but energy, and I love the music. So where are you from?
I'm from Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica.
Okay. And why Arizona? What you doing in Arizona?
Yeah, why
Man, you know the thing is though, I came here like in 2012 and fell in love with Arizona though. I came here on a tour. You know, I did some shows around here and I definitely see the need for entertainment, you know what I mean? And definitely, I love Arizona.
So when you came to Arizona the first time, what did you come here for? Was it for business? Was it to hang out?
business,
tour,
just
right?
on tour,
Oh, you
just
on
to
tour.
do
Okay.
shows around, you know what I mean? Just to do shows around, and then after that, you know, I kind of fell in love with the place.
Okay.
And be like, all right, you know, I definitely got to go back to Arizona and do some music, and especially my kind of music, dancehall music.
Yeah.
It's not so much out here, but I see a need for it out here. I mean,
That's true.
music is universal, you know what I mean? So
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a big fan of dancehall reggae music. You know what I'm saying? Gentile knows. You know what I'm saying? We doing a little
Correct.
quick, little hype set. You know, after the club one night. But no, but you're very, very, very right with that. You know, it seems like right now, I mean, dancehall is universal, it always has, but it seems like more so now. You know, it's gotten very much, you know, more pop. You know, with the rhythms and just the music, the sounds,
That's what's up.
reggaeton music. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's all
a
it
part
has
of
that
dancehall.
sound
That
now.
come from dancehall, because the thing is, you know, what a lot of people don't know, a lot of people just classify Jamaican music as reggae music.
Right.
But there's actually two genres of music from Jamaica, which is dancehall and reggae. Reggae is more of the slower, the one drop version. Doom, 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 doom. You know, dancehall is anything. Doom, 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 doom,
Yeah.
doom, doom, doom. So whatever has that bass line is naturally dancehall music, and of course reggaeton. You know, people call it reggaeton and think it comes from reggae, but it's truly dancehall. Y'all should call it dancehall ton.
That makes sense. That does make sense.
That does
You
make
know what I
sense.
mean?
I just learned so much right now.
I mean, but you know, it's one of those things where, you know, everybody loves dancehall music. You know what I'm saying? Like and especially like in hip hop, like you know, when I used to DJ like the heavy hip hop nights in the club, you know, there was always my favorite time of the night was we get into the dance hall section of the night. You know what I'm saying? The sets not so much anymore. I guess so much more, but I'm talking about like taking them back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just everybody loves it because I don't think it's something they don't hear all the time. And when they do, they're like, oh, I love this, and you know
Exactly.
they love to dance to it.
I mean, dancehall and you know, old school rap, hip hop is kind of, you know, in the same beat, especially in Jamaica. There's never really where you play only dancehall and not play hip hop. You know what I mean? Everything kind of work hand in hand because we kind of have familiar sounds and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So for me personally, being over here, as I said, music is universal. You know what I mean? So my main aim in being in Arizona is actually to break dancehall in the market of Arizona. You know what I mean? And not just break it out here, as well as me being a part of Arizona music industry now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So as I said, is whatever music take Arizona, you know what I mean, on top. You know what I mean? Of course we do hip hop, we do all different kind, but Arizona have a lot of artists from different places. You know what I mean? And me, my personal, along with the Outlaw movement, is like we don't put a limit on music. You know what I mean? Music is good for the soul. It's just whatever artists come from that place. You know what I mean? So I definitely believe, you know what I mean, as a reggae dancehall artist, we can definitely put Arizona on top. And as well as get some of the artists them from Arizona to start tapping into dancehall music and doing dancehall music as well.
I feel like more than ever, hip hop has really. Hip hop and dancehall music have always, like you said, always been a thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, dancehall is hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Naturally.
You know, just with the delivery. You know what I'm saying? And the music. And I feel like today more than ever, it's really intertwined even more so. Like we even hear like country records. You know what I'm saying? They have the style with it. And like you say, reggaeton art music. Justin Bieber. I mean, see, there was a time. There was a time in the last couple years, everything on FM like top 40 radio, everything sounded like it came from a dancehall beat.
Yeah, I mean,
that's true.
And especially now, a lot of people doing it. Drake do a lot of dancehall music.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people don't know it because they don't know if the genre dancehall music. But you know, within the album that hit.
Dance.
Exactly.
Yeah,
all dancehall music. I mean, big respect to Jay definitely because
do you think Drake helped him take it to a whole nother level though? Like, I mean, let's be real. I mean, dancehall's always been big, but like, I mean, you're talking about Drake.
Yeah, but the thing is, alright, to me personally, he did help take it to another level, but he never call it dancehall. So in so much, you didn't really.
That's
to
true.
me, it's not really take it to another level. To me, you use dancehall to take you to another level.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He
I've heard that a
didn't
lot.
credit enough. So, you know, someone being from Jamaica, making dancehall music, when you see someone like Drake use that style, use that music, same artist, you know, music that artists like, you know, Capleton and some of these guys who pioneered the culture of dancehall music, when he uses that, how does that make you guys feel?
I mean, we love that. You know what I mean? We definitely love that because, I mean, you know, dancehall, of course, you know, it's from a small place, Jamaica, you know what I mean? But it has its impact on the world, definitely, you know what I mean? And coming over here and, you know, hear Jay them do it, it just show that, you know, the work that we have been putting in on the music that we have been doing is actually reaching place, you know what I mean? So, we love the fact that, you know, Jake used it, and we would love everyone to use dancehall because that's what we want to do. That's the main aim.
Yeah.
For dancehall to be mainstream. That
it is a universal though. If you think about it, there's really not many genres of music besides, I guess, hip hop that can kind of go into
any culture, every genre. You know what I mean? Dancehall has that effect. You know what I mean? So, everybody can use it. You know, but just give credit. You know, it's dancehall.
Yeah. Okay. So, who inspired you? As far as, you know, dancehall artists or just artists in general, hip hop, like what artists influenced?
Number one hip hop, Tupac, I'm a god.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Tupac, I'm a god. Tupac, I think Tupac have, you know, a very inspire a lot of Jamaicans as well. You know, what I mean, me personally, you know, and the movement that I'm making now, the Outlaw movement and everything. You know, what I mean, Tupac, you know, coming from, it's more like inner city music. You know, what I mean, more like ghetto music and for we, you know, it was, you know, coming from the ghetto, it's music that actually we use to elevate ourselves to the top. You know what I mean? So Tupac definitely inspired me, and then some unnamed artists like, you know, my friend Kamai. I always have a big up Kamai because Kamai was always the first person who actually said, "No, Gentile, I think you should do music." I usually just love music, just dance and just being around music. And you know, he is an artist, you know, so he normally writes music and stuff, and I was always there just listening and just enjoy it, you know what I mean, and just singing what he's singing. And he's like, you know, that music is what you should do. I'm like, nah. You know, so the first time I decided to write a music, you know, and he's like, yeah man, let me show you. And he penciled it out and said, this is how you gotta separate your chorus from the verse. You gotta do it like this.
Right, so
you know, so yeah, you know what I mean? So, and when I did it, and you know, I actually write my first music, it was hard, and everyone be like, yo, that first music that I write, I mean, this is, you know, and then again I have the voice and the sound, so from that, you know what I mean, I've always been doing music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very dope, very dope. Okay, so you're here, you're an independent artist, so obviously, you know what I'm saying, like everything is all on you, right?
Yeah, man.
You gotta push. Is it, being a dancehall artist, you know, you're still in the hip hop lane though.
Yeah.
But is that easier or is it harder for you to kind of move around as an independent artist?
I would say kind of 50-50, you know what I mean, because of course, you know, it still is a challenge, but I definitely, as I said, coming out here, doing dancehall music in a hip hop lane, I still have that difference that I bring to the game, you know what I mean, and everybody likes difference, you know what I mean, so that, and it kind of gives me an edge too,
Okay.
you know, in terms of going forward. It's one of the reasons why I'm even here, you know what I mean? So it definitely push me like that. But I mean, I have faith and believe in music and universal. So I don't put no law that govern music. Music is music, you know, as long as I'm making good music and
Yeah.
people can enjoy themselves.
Yeah, you're
to it,
right.
then,
Sure. Exactly.
You know,
That's how
it
I
doesn't
feel.
matter where you're at, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It will be accepted.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so I gotta ask this. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but you know, and I don't know where this originated, but I'm guessing in Jamaica at the clubs, dancehall clubs, events. I'm not sure exactly what they're called, but it's like grinding, but on a whole other level.
With a jump on
Yeah, like they
Yes, the bend the
it's
girls
like
over.
wrestling. They jump off the
Oh,
top,
you know what's so crazy?
top of the ladder,
Yes,
guys,
man.
right onto them, and then they go into the.
Can I tell a funny story? Can I tell a funny
Please,
story?
please do.
Okay. So I went to Jamaica. I love Jamaica.
Thank you.
I fell in love with the country. It was beautiful. But I also had a very interesting moment because I saw Yellow Man in concert there.
Okay.
And I just happened to be there when Yellow Man was there. It was really cool. And so I'm like watching the show, and you know, I'm like in my tourist vibe. So I'm like, you know, I want to be a part of everything, right? So he's like, we want some girls to come up on
Uh-oh.
stage
Oh, gosh.
and dance and learn an African dance, right? And like a Jamaican African dance, right? And I'm like, okay, sure, like of course, like sign me up, right? So they like love that. So they take me up on stage, and this guy starts dancing behind me, exactly like what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I was like so freaked out, like I felt so.
Is there video?
Like,
Do
it
we
was-
have video?
I wish there was video because like my face like was I was just like and he like put his whole body and like was like thrusting and like and I was just like, oh my god, like almost got knocked off stage. He like humped me off
It's
and I was
almost,
like,
it's
oh my
almost
god.
a thing where at the
was
end
the
of it, you do
scariest
have to
moment.
get knocked off the stage.
Oh, it was the scariest. Like I was
Well
like,
played.
what just happened to me? Like I got off stage and I was just like, what just happened? Like I just
Welcome
like
to
didn't
Jamaica.
Yeah. So what is that? Is that
Yeah,
like
please tell me.
what do you
Scott.
do?
That's basically daggering, you know what I mean?
Is that what that's what it
No,
felt like?
I mean,
I don't even.
The thing is, even better, especially dancehall music. Dancehall is the original music
my
for
gosh.
dirty dancing. You know what I mean? All
Okay.
these club thing and house popping and everything. Dancehall is the original
That's
music.
I mean, it's
That's
dirty.
what that
It's
is.
like, whoa,
Is it?
didn't expect that.
I
You know
mean,
what I
if
mean?
I thought I was
you
gonna
go
do
back,
like a cool little
if you
like.
go back to like watching videos from the 80s and like they were, I mean,
Queen
Two Life
Pacha and
Crew.
stuff like that.
I mean,
But then
there was
ladies are,
yeah, exactly. There
know
wasn't
what I
too
mean?
many doing that besides like Luke and then like Jamaica.
yeah man, that's
Yeah.
where it come from now.
Luke and
Because we
Jamaica.
definitely believe in
It's an erotic
I tell you.
country. It's a very erotic country. That's all I'm gonna
Careful.
say.
Oh, that's funny.
It's a very
But
erotic
like,
country.
I mean, it's dangerous.
I mean, it's
It was
Like,
I
I
could have
pick
broken it
them up.
down.
Strong legs.
Yo, I'm seeing the same moves on WWE Raw, Monday Night Raw, and in these dance clubs. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I could have broken a bone and I didn't even participate.
You just
I mean, I
stood there.
literally just stood there and
You
I was
just
like,
stood there.
like what? And then flung off stage. Like, what
all
happened?
in the name of entertaining though.
Yeah, it really is.
was
I love it.
interesting.
Because that's
The
the
videos
one
on the
thing.
internet are priceless.
Hilarious.
It was a story,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, that's the thing though, you
It's
know
an
what I mean?
experience.
I like
That's a
when they-
part of the whole culture still. It's you know, entertainment, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? We as
Yeah.
artists, you know what I mean, when we perform, we don't just sing the song. It takes
Right,
anyone
you
can
embody
go
it,
there
right.
and sing.
I
It
mean,
actually give you a
you-
show to watch.
You know that your music got to get people going when you want to body slam somebody. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was- yeah.
right into like
Sexy body
a
slam.
sexy body slam. I love like
Count me out.
when they take the audio from like wrestling. They're like, he's at the top rope. Ah!
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Please start
No,
pulling
It's
me those
actually very
videos.
accurate to what I feel like I
Yo,
experienced.
hey man, if you ever see people, you know what I mean?
Just
That goes down
that
in water.
happens though.
Oh
I'm telling
man,
you,
that's
that-
intense.
That happens though. You know what I mean? You know what? To be honest, that's some of the vibe that I want to bring here because, as I said before, it's entertaining. You know what I mean? So
I'm in.
definitely naturally already. You know what I mean? So
I ain't the one. I ain't gonna be doing it. I just want to watch. I'm gonna play the music.
yeah,
Have
man,
you
play
ever
it and
been
watch
to
it, man.
Jamaica?
No, I've never been. to
Oh,
Jamaica.
man.
I would love to go.
My sister goes
It
all
was
the time.
quite the country. I really enjoyed it, but it's very erotic. I went to the strip club there, and they that was crazy too. I was like, whoa,
We need to talk. We need to talk off air.
whoa.
2 more seconds and you would be stuck there.
That's, oh my gosh, I definitely like T-Pain fell in love with a stripper. I like fell in love with like I was just like
Mesmerized.
I was like stuck.
Why? What was the difference?
Oh my
Sexual
god.
seduction.
It's oh my gosh. It is. That's exact. And they have a cage. Like I went into one that had a cage.
Like, and the dancers are in the cage, or
It was
you're in
like
the cage?
a boxing cage.
Oh, like a rink.
And they were like,
wow.
they were like climbing on the walls.
Is this
See,
women
that's
or
what I'm
men?
saying. Like, this
And they
is
were like
crazy.
doing splits on the wall.
Oh.
And it was
It's a whole
like,
nother level.
oh my, and they played like porn on the TVs. Like it's like a whole another level. Right? Like I'm sure you know. Maybe I'm not hopefully not getting you in trouble or myself, but
Gentile wants to bring that to Arizona.
Don't let you
But tell her what though.
It was intense.
Tell her what though. You know what I noticed since I come in Arizona. I mean, everybody needs that. That type of entertainment. That's why the strip clubs be sold out all the time.
yeah,
Right.
it's
You know
fun.
what I mean?
It's,
Just imagine bringing sexiness and music on stage, entertaining.
Right.
You know what I mean? Bringing that on stage, giving someone something to watch
yeah.
Yeah,
all the time.
absolutely. That's
You know what I mean?
entertainment.
Then
100%.
definitely, I think that would be something to bring Arizona out.
I think there was
Body
more of an
slam.
artistic energy to it too, because it wasn't like all the girls were doing the same thing. It was very like he said,
Yo, that's like hella
sexual
intriguing to
seduction,
watch.
like sensual. It wasn't like let's all just clap our ass in the
No.
same way. It was like these
That's
women were like
different.
twisting their bodies and like
It's an
it
art
was
form.
like a
Dancing is different,
whole
man. It's all
different
part of the
energy.
art, man.
Yeah,
Energy is
yeah. It
different.
was kind
Very
of
influential culture, indeed.
Oh, yeah,
Music and
100%.
everything. All right, so let's play some of your music and let's see what happens. Maybe somebody will jump off the table.
Don't look at me.
I'm not jumping off
Locked down, I ain't
nothing.
doing
I'm
Riz
saying
here,
right
show us what happened
Riz is
in
the one that
Jamaica.
has
You
experience.
better talk to Joseph about that. Ain't gonna fly.
Oh, man.
Y'all gonna
All right,
get in trouble.
let's play this record. This is one of the first records I heard from Gentile. This one's Click Click. All right,
Let's hear it.
Correct.
all right. Go ahead and introduce the record.
Yeah, man, I mean, this is click, you know what I mean? Definitely it's talking about, you know, your friend, you know what I mean? Powering with your click, stepping out, you know what I mean? Badness, just listen to it.
Let's get to it. Gentile the better.
Okay, I have a
My back
question.
is too bad to be doing that type of
So,
shit. Like, jumping off
dancehall, because I just got turned